This is Sunrise Early Edition for Monday, September 21st, 2009. I'm Ramsay Wharton. Thanks so much for waking up with us today. Search is on this morning for a second man who may be tied to a home invasion in Mililani. And an incident uncovered by KGMB9 News will now go in front of a federal government panel.
Well, good evening, everyone. It is hard to contain the excitement all around us. It is ticker tape even making its way up here.
Just a couple of hours, President Obama plans to deliver a major economic speech. Michael Jackson isn't just the king of pop. He is a billion-dollar business. All right, but really, who needs socks when you're running a marathon? Well, apparently 53-year-old Rick Rober doesn't. He has run 45 marathons barefoot. Notice we didn't actually get a picture of his feet. I would like to see what those things look like. Tough as nails.
Ramsay Wharton is live now from the Naked Cow Dairy Farm. Morning, Ramsay.
Hey, good morning. That's right. No, I'm not naked today.
But
the dairy, I know, no surprises.
You walk across the longest suspension bridge in Hawaii.
We've got about a dozen or so of those utility poles down before pointing directly at the victim. And I want to show you this. This is the remnants of the evidence. And look at the gouges that have been left. We believe these are marks of where the bullets actually hit. So the convoy has been interrupted. Our vehicle was disabled.
I'm flying a plane without any experience at all.
The first telescope went up here at Mauna Kea back in 1964.
The waiter's on. We are live from Kahuku today. We're going to tell you about this beautiful sea asparagus.
It's the newest addition to the Hawaii Air Ambulance fleet.
1, 2, 3, up.
This new high-tech Eurocopter has fundamentally changed the company's operations. They gave us a demonstration on how its chopper, based out of Kona, can now fly patients directly to and from hospitals.
A lot of the remote areas that could not be serviced because there is no airport in those areas, now we can service those areas.
Just 3 years ago, prior to the new management coming in, Hawaii Air Ambulance was at its lowest point, running around-the-clock operations throughout the island chain based out of Oahu, with just 2 nurses, 3 pilots, and 1 aircraft. That's when then consultant, now owner Joseph Hunt, used some life-saving skills of his own.
Medic 19 on scene at helipad.
Injecting millions into new planes and high-tech crash avoidance systems beyond federal requirements. And besides adding Hawaii Life Flight to the name, he established 5 new aircraft bases. Then just about 3 months ago, Hawaii Air Ambulance, Hawaii Life Flight secured these. Approved by the feds for use of night vision goggles. Now they're flying 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And in the future, Hawaii Air Ambulance hopes to respond directly to accident scenes.
They'll be great for scene calls, if they're looking for people, or if there's something that we can look down on a scene. If the firefighters were looking for somebody, we're able to kind of look down as we're doing a circle to size up the scene. We would be able to look down and kind of help out.
This is a 31-year-old gentleman who was surfing down at Magic Sands today. We had some rough water.
Patients are transported from hospital landing zones directly to the ER.
We did a patient transfer over to Maui on a young lady, 37 years old, who had a spontaneous intracranial hemorrhage. And we took her over there, and she was very unstable. She was intubated, and her chances of survival were very slim. She actually came back to our emergency department just this week after getting therapy on Maui, and she's doing a lot better. So that is a success story.
And so is Hawaii Air Ambulance Hawaii Life Flight. It's come back stronger than ever with its life-saving operations. Ramsay Wharton, KGMB9 News.
1 Victor damage.
There's a lot to be said for training in the field. For the past 3 months, Hawaii's guardmen and reservists have been training at Fort Hood, Texas, working to defeat and respond to IED attacks on convoy missions. Training to clear rooms and conduct hostage rescues. And firing weapons downrange. But today, there's much more than just field training for soldiers.
Again, if you want to reload, just press down on the R key.
Things have gone virtual and high-tech. Welcome to the virtual battlefield. Here at Fort Hood's Warrior Skills Training Center, technology, computerized imagery, it's all helping to fight the war on terror.
Remember, your guys all have the blue armbands.
A computer game-like program allows soldiers to simultaneously work together on a mission in a virtual urban battlefield.
It is very important for dismounted operations. It gives them an opportunity to work together, work on their communications, hand and arm signals, and also to work together with the opposing team
The Warrior Skills Trainer is something we put together back in 2003 when it became obvious that the war we had prepared for was not necessarily the one we were fighting.
In this interactive room, soldiers on convoys get closer to the action, sitting inside Humvees with interactive equipment and weapon systems with recoil and simulated reload action.
Humvee mounted operations are ongoing, and there aren't a lot of simulators that can do that, and that's kind of what we're about. Typically 8 hours does a really, really good job preparing them.
The Army says virtual training also saves taxpayers money, saving potentially millions of dollars on bullets and fuel that would be needed for traditional field training. It's also easier for soldiers to see during their post-mission or after-action review an instant playback of what they did right and wrong during the mission.
Warrior 6, Warrior 1.
Today's high-tech training is taking soldiers virtually closer to the fight than ever before. Now we're in the Close Combat Tactical Training Center. It's a 360-degree virtual battlefield to train soldiers in the tanks and those that operate the Bradley fighting vehicles.
That communication within that one vehicle, between the gunner, the driver, the assistant driver, it's just communication all the way through.
And because that communication between soldiers is so critical to saving lives, the ability to digitally engage the enemy over and over again is giving our soldiers a much-needed edge in the fight. Ramsay Wharton, KGMB 9.